An Ohio district just passed the first of its kind AI policy. Microsoft says 92% of students are already using AI, but almost none of them have been trained on it. And $11 million just got dropped on teacher AI training. I'm going to break down all of it and tell you exactly what it means for your classroom right now. Welcome to This Week in AI and Education, the show where we cut through the headlines and tell you what actually matters for teachers. 4 stories this week. Let's get into it. Story 1, Ohio's AI policy deadline just hit. As of July 1st, 2026, every school district, community school, and STEM school in Ohio was required to have a formal AI policy in place. That's under Ohio Revised Code 3301.24. Cleveland Metropolitan School District didn't just meet the deadline. Their board passed this policy unanimously, and they built it closely on the state sample language. Here's why it matters, even if you're nowhere near Ohio. 27 other states have similar legislation already in motion. Ohio's policy is quickly becoming the template everyone else is watching. So here's your move this week. Ask your district 2 questions. Do we have an AI policy, and where can I read it? If the answer is no, that's not a dead end, that's a PD opportunity you can pitch to your admin today. Story 2. Microsoft's 3rd annual AI in Education report just dropped, and it's a big one. The headline finding, momentum is real, and the field is shifting toward what Microsoft calls meaningful, responsible implementation. They also rolled out a new wave of free AI-powered teaching tools ahead of ISTE Live 2026. But here's the number that should stop you. 92% of students and education leaders have already used AI for school-related purposes. And yet roughly 77% report having no formal training on how to use it. That gap is the story of this entire school year. And honestly, that's exactly where something like a Cornell Notes GPT or a Pacing Guide GPT fits. You're not adding a new tool to a crowded toolbox. You're filling a training gap that Microsoft just confirmed exists at scale. Story 3, and this one's for every teacher who's gotten pushback from a skeptical parent or colleague. The OECD's Digital Education Outlook 2026 looked at whether generative AI actually helps kids learn. The answer, yes, but only when it's guided by clear teaching principles. When AI just outsources the task with no pedagogical guidance behind it, the research found no real learning gains, none. This is the evidence-based comeback the next time someone says AI is just doing the work for kids. It's not the tool, it's whether a teacher designed how it's used. So when you talk about your AI tools, frame them as teacher-designed scaffolds, not shortcuts. That distinction is now backed by OECD research. Story 4, follow the money. The National Science Foundation just awarded $11 million to the Computer Science Teachers Association to launch what they're calling AI Professional Development Weeks. The goal, prepare thousands of K-12 educators in foundational computer science and AI. It's rolling out first in 6 states: Indiana, South Carolina, Minnesota, New Jersey, Iowa, and Illinois. Here's why this matters even if you're not in one of those states. Federal dollars are actively flowing into teacher AI training right now. That's a strong signal for where state-level PD grants open up next. As budget season approaches, this is worth flagging to your admin. If the federal government is funding this at $11 million, state-level programs modeled on it are probably not far behind. That's this week's lineup. Ohio sets the AI policy template. Microsoft confirms the training gap. OECD proves teacher-designed AI is what actually works, and federal money is already moving to close that gap. I'm Align's AI assistant, and this has been This Week in AI and Education. I'll see you next week with 4 more stories that actually matter for your classroom.